Hey everybody, welcome back to our vlog. It's just Dave today, folks. I am gonna talk about, and Winston, apparently. What's up? You good? You good? Buddy. Hello everybody and welcome back to our vlog today. It is just Dave coming at you this afternoon, evening, morning, whenever you may be watching this. But with our upcoming trip, I kind of wanted to touch on some of the ways we like the Disney park, right? Like how we like to attack the parks. And first things first, what do you take into the park? And frankly, how do you carry it? So today I'm going to go over a couple of different bags that I use when we do go into the park, depending on the day, depending on whatever. So yes, I said that right, bags. Over the years, Brandy and I have kind of developed a couple strategies and I don't know, we've really refined the way we carry stuff in and around the parks. And I guess it's really not that refined because basically I'm a pack mule. So anything we take in, pretty much strapped on my shoulders in some capacity. But over the years I've used multiple different types of bags, your standard JanSports, couple biking bags with like camelback kind of deals. But more recently, over the last probably 5, 6, 7 trips, I've settled on some of these more kind of tactically focused bags. Use them for hunting, use them for whatever, but it's also a good way to kind of attack the park, right? So first things first, why? One, it's durable and it's massive. You can put a lot of stuff in this thing. Secondly, and it's really superficial and it's really aesthetic, but I like the fact that a lot of them come with the Velcro patch on it here. And quick internet search, you're going to be able to get all kinds of fun good Star Wars and Disney focused patches that you can decorate your bag with. Moreover, and really I like the fact that there's a lot of organization inside these bags, and you'll see that as we get into it. So first and foremost, I like to keep a pen and a marker on the outside and the webbing. Easy to go to. You never know you're gonna need a pen. Never know you're gonna need a character to sign something with a Sharpie. So we have that right here. And this is divided into multiple sections, right? So first one, mainly for your little stuff, and I'll probably add some pictures later, but really in here, again, I keep a pen. I always keep a notebook. This is a classic moleskin, mainly for notes. So if you're at a meal or whatever, and there's a cool cast member, you want to write it down. You know, I kind of like to journal our trip besides vlog it. And this is just an easy way to always have something to write notes on. Also, keep extra patches. You know, we always love Boba Fett, right? And then kind of a bunch of little pouches, right? Good place to keep change and other things inside here, right? Then we go to the next level, and this is what I absolutely love about this bag is all of the organization, right? So let me get a good shot here. So when you're looking at it, this alone has one big pouch at the top, small one here, smaller one here, and then on the other side, a nice big pouch again. Now the cool thing about this is since you have to go through a lot of security when you're at Disney, whether it's getting on the monorail or whatever, getting through security can kind of be a pain in the butt when it comes to your bag, right? So they sell the clear ones. Yeah, that's great. I think it's unorganized. This is fantastic because all this mesh is still see-through. So this compartment, this kind of second level in this bag, I like to keep all of our camera stuff. Okay, so everything from our fun little handle tripod dealie to a vlogger's best friend, your external power source, bags to keep all your cords in. Again, extra lenses. I'm a laptop guy, so mouse for that. And then at the top, some more personal stuff, right? So, well, keep you clean kind of stuff. So some headache medicine, some bug spray, Band-Aids, yeah, basically your first aid kit. Tide to go stick, always have a Tide to go stick. Never ever go anywhere without your Tide to go stick because I drop food on myself all the darn time. And then glasses and such, right? So nice glasses case, microfiber case or thing in there too. So kind of organized here. This is also where I actually put our DSLR when I don't have it out and I'm not shooting. And I'm not going to show you the camera we're using now. You have the the Canon PowerShot G7X Mark II is what we're filming this on, and what we're going to be filming in the parks with on our upcoming trip. Obviously that's there. Along with that, in here we'd have extra batteries for the camera, set extra lenses, so anything that would go along with that, or gimbal, that type of thing. If it's not out, it would go in this section. And now we get to the nice big part of this thing, is this massive pack, and we're not quite packed and ready to rock and roll yet. Hey, there's a memory card. But if you look in here, I'm a big folder guy, I like to keep hard copies of everything. But in here you can pretty much put anything. So one thing we have done in the past, and honestly do moving forward, is we bring changes of clothes for the kids, but we have one of those nifty Food Saver vacuum sealers. So we actually vacuum seal a couple sets of clothing for the kids before we leave here, so that we can actually pack them and it takes up less space. Besides taking this bag into the parks, this is also my airport bag, right? So I can put all of my paperwork, all my documents that need to be in here. So any reservation information, any printouts, any confirmation, my laminated Excel spreadsheet, which we're not going to go into. That just makes me a nerd, right? So anything with that. My laptop fits in here. So at any rate, the one good thing is you can actually use this pouch here, which is kind of an extension of this big pouch. It actually will fit a Camelback. This is set up so you can run a hose out here, and if you want to, you can put your water bladder in there and go to town. I kind of attack it differently, and we'll get into that here in a minute. But so I was remiss to mention this on the front end. This is a Condor Ambidextrous sling bag. You can find it on the interwebs for about 45 to 60 bucks, depending on where you go. But lots of zippers. That's kind of, for me, it's kind of the only drawback. Well, there's two really. One, lots of zippers, so when you do go through security, you need to make sure you unzip everything as you walk up to it, open it up, let them go through. But the mesh helps, right? So they can see through stuff. They don't have to get into those pouches individually. But the other big drawback is that this thing isn't small, right? Which seems like it's awesome until you shove it full of literally everything that you think you might potentially need in the park. It can get mighty heavy. We've been pretty good at keeping that weight down, keeping what we carry into the park down, especially now since Dawson's older. We don't have to worry about diapers and all that fun stuff like we had several years ago. So we really kind of refined it this last trip that we went when it was just Brandy and I. So I think we're good. I think we got a nice balance of stuff that we need, stuff that we have, stuff that we know we're going to need, stuff we potentially will need, and Winston agrees. So we're good to go. But like I said, it is a sling bag. It is ambidextrous. So most of the time you're carrying it like this, which again is fine if it's not too terribly light. But when it gets heavy, this can get heavy on a single shoulder. One thing I don't mind about this is, like, if you're walking long time, this is how you're carrying it. But you do this right, you can carry it much more like a like you would a backpack with a single strap. So this works out really well. Have never really had an issue with it, except for one time we packed it full of too much stuff and I handed it to Brandy and she almost dropped it because it was that heavy. So one other thing that I mentioned the water bladder, but we like to go about it a different way. With it being so hot in Florida, we actually we go with these hydro flasks, right? So we usually carry one, maybe two, usually just one, and refill it with ice water at counter service places whenever we have a moment. But to carry it, we got some of these D-rings that you can buy for Molly. This is Molly attachment system, military-ish, whatever. But you can grab these online. They're like 15 bucks, 14 bucks for a pack of 3. But the cool thing is you can attach this guy in, lock it down, and then you have these buckle straps here, and this is kind of awkward at this angle, but at any rate, you can have this on the side and it's not clanging around or whatever. So it works out here, and these hydro flasks are fantastic when it comes to keeping water cold, like really cold. It's kind of the standard kind of Yeti-ish double insulated wall metal, right? This one, as you can see, it's kind of been through a bit, been dropped a bunch, but it works out. So this is kind of the big bag, right? Used it multiple years, really enjoy it. Really like its versatility and the fact that if you're going to be carrying a lot of stuff, you can throw it in here. You know, you don't have to fill up that pouch. It's great for going through the airport, having all that stuff in there, having your laptops. It's great from the bag, but same token is if you go and buy a bunch of stuff, you can actually throw it in here and not have to carry your Disney bags with you through the park. So that's that. Also, and if you'll excuse my reach here, I've also utilized this in the past, which is the Maxpedition Fat Boy Versipack. Okay, so this is a shoulder-mounted kind of Indiana Jones-esque satchel, right? You still got all the Velcro on it, right? So if you want to decorate it with pouches, like our fun Han Solo pouch here, still encased in carbonite, if anyone's asking, even though apparently he was in a movie recently. But you can still kind of, you know, bling this guy out. Put some pins on the strap and such. If you want to decorate it, you can do that. But this one's a much more compact version, and it kind of sits differently. So they're made for right-handed and left-handed, okay? And I'm gonna stand up here, even though it's not gonna quite work out the camera, but it's set up so it's on your left side or right side. The bag itself is set up for everyday carry, okay? So it does have this nifty little pouch for a pistol, but cool thing is it fits like, I don't know, an iPad or any of these other, any other tablet or whatever, and there is some padding on the back, so it's a good place to carry something like that if you're gonna take it in. But it's set up so you have everything right at your reach on your hip, okay? So they make this left-handed, right-handed. I'm obviously left-handed, so went with the S variety, which is left-handed. Now Maxpedition makes these. There's several others. I know Condor makes one. A couple other kind of, I don't want to say knockoff brands, but lower dollar brands. These are anywhere from like 60 to 95 bucks, depending on what you get, and they have different varieties of them, different pouch configurations and different sizes. But I think I got this on sale at I think eBags for like 60 bucks. So it's not terrible. It's made of that same durable kind of canvas that the Condor bag was made of. It's good quality stuff, and I use this for a lot of things. You know, trips to Vegas, walking around in the woods. It's good stuff, right? So anyway, there's, again, lots of fun pouches. The main pouch here is pretty large, right? So you can fit a lot of stuff in here. I know we used this last year, so I would put 2 changes of clothing in for the kids, 1 each, right? Our ponchos. There's some little side pouches in here that are mesh, and then I would use it as a camera bag basically on top of it. So I had our DSLR in on top of it. But then there's all these fun little secondary pouches. You got this little guy on the front for cards or for whatever there, wallet if you don't have shorts on. This guy's where I keep my little quote-unquote first aid kit in a Ziploc bag, right? So this guy, this right here, this will all fold up and fit into this. There's a pouch on this side which I use for our lens, our second 200 millimeter lens. So it fits right into that pouch. Now the big difference is between these 2 bags, I mean, you can get majority of that stuff in there. You obviously can't get a laptop in this little guy. You obviously can't do a lot of bigger items. But so there's a lot of smaller stuff that you can carry, and you know, a nice little notebook in there, pens. Throw some other small accoutrement in there, right? So you got that right in the front. You got a second little pouch here to throw some stuff in. So there's all kinds of little nooks and crannies that you can shove stuff into. Like I said, the big thing is you can't carry large items. And the one drawback to me on this is when you pack it into the main pouch, it doesn't open and it doesn't open flat. So you can't just lay it down for security to look through. They got to dig through everything. So depending on the security guard you get, sometimes they pull everything out, put it back in for you. A lot of times they just pull it out, leave it all kind of like messy in your bag, and you got to take 5 minutes before you go through the entrance, touch points, and reorganize your bag. So I'm leaning more towards the Condor sling bag for this trip. Probably gonna take this one with me too, just in case we do some kind of smaller runs or don't need to carry as much stuff. Or frankly, if I get there and I don't want to carry the big bag. One thing I do like about this bag is that it does have a set up 32 ounce, like Nalgene size water container, water canteen, whatever you call it, holder on this. So it's right there. It ends up being right on the back of your hip. You can grab that, pull it out, and you're good to go. Whereas with the Condor bag, you have to take it off the D-ring and go from there. So really, I like to utilize both of these bags. Not sure how this year's gonna shake out. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go with the Condor, but I really like sticking with these kind of more outdoorsy style bags, right? They're for us, we go to Disney a couple times a year. I can still utilize these bags every day, right? I go to camp, go away for a weekend or whatever. The Condor bag, I can actually pack clothes in that. You can put a lot of stuff in it. This, I mean, heck, day trip to the park, go to the zoo, you can put everything you want in here with some snacks and some water, and you got it set up. It's also really good for hiking. So the Versipack with Maxpedition is kind of a line, right? So they do have stuff that is getting up towards the size of the Condor in this same left-handed, right-handed format, right? So depending on how big you want to get, you can get something that's kind of tweener for these two sizes, and it works out, but it's set up for the crossbody, much like these are. Okay, but so I guess the question goes out to you. What do you guys use to carry everything around in the park? Do you go with something big backpack, old school kind of JanSport, shove everything in, good to go? Or are you just like a dad and have cargo pants on and a polo, and you just fill up your cargo pants and walk to security? Which frankly, it's a really good idea sometimes. But what do you use? I mean, do you guys take your own water? Do you take your own canteen, something like this? Do you use a Camelback? I've done it in the past.
kind of works out, kind of doesn't. It's kind of 50-50. But share with us in the comments below what you guys use. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks, Winston. Be sure to subscribe. Hit that like button if you like the video, and kind of let us know what you guys think. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see y'all real soon.